Okay, let's go ahead and start here. This is the first place. I'm not good at this, so bear with me. Alright, anyways, this is a message to all United States military personnel. I'm using codes DEEO63 and JEEO13. Spread this to all of our military, from the bottom on up. This is page 1 of 9, and only at this point in time, only our military. You can see I'm really terrible at this. Only our military can fix this nation. As a matter of fact, it's a simple project for me in my mind, but it's very hard for me to articulate or type. I'm not very good at either one, so I'm just trying to do the best I can here. Okay, let me just move on to, anyways, I see a lot of disasters ahead. Another thing I see is a three-headed monster. And we have a three-headed monster, but the bottom head is not a monster. It's a slave to the other two heads. So if we cut off the middle head, the upper head will eventually die too. And that's what we're looking at right now. We need that upper head to die and then leave the bottom head to survive, which is our United States military. It has to be done this way in order to save not only our United States, save the world. Okay, let me look down here. Like I said, I'm terrible at this. Alrighty. And naturally, we know about the monetary breakdown. Naturally, the globalists, they have us. And they think they have us, and they think they have won. And they're keeping us at war at this point in time because they believe that they have already won, and they're going to bring in most probably, what I heard, the last I heard is Russian troops to help police our United States while our military, which is you guys, keep you occupied overseas. So there's all kinds of strategies they got kicking. Let me see what else I got here. And then naturally we got more false flag events coming. It's unbelievable how many false flags have been created over the last 12, 14 years, whatever, and before that even. Let's go. Yeah, I could go back even farther, and I could tell you more corruption in our government itself. And let me go ahead and point this out. The main corruption I've been seeing is our CIA is actually running our government. And if I'm right, which I'm pretty sure I am right, naturally they have somebody above them, and we can't name names, but I could name it. It's a money structure that's actually ruling them. So we have to get the hell out of here. We have to rebuild an old United States of America. And I'm going to go through this a little bit step by step the best I can. Like I said, I'm not good at this at all. Alrighty, let's see. I'm going to put my glasses on now. My eyes are already starting to fade out here. Alrighty. And naturally, I mentioned both our current President Obama and naturally G.W. Bush, completely corrupt. Completely. But they're also being controlled by our CIA, federal CIA mainly. Our military CIA, I think all they want to do is run drugs, but that's just my opinion. Alrighty. And naturally, many in our Congress, they're inept. They don't know how to fix this problem, or else they're corrupt too. And so I'm going to go with a little bit of both, okay? Let's just go with that. And after research, I found corruption, and 80% led back to our CIA and covered up by the presidents. By the way, the Twin Towers and Building 7, those were perfect implosions. And everything led right back to our CIA first, and it was covered up by GW. So he had to do his job. I think, I'm just guessing, I'm surmising. I think our government, our CIA, is in charge, and they actually threaten the presidents once they get into office. But they also reward them with money, naturally, somehow, or whatever, whether it's, anyways, they're going to reward them somehow to do what they do best. Since they got elected in office, it only makes sense that people like them. So what they do best is to stay liked by the people. Anyways, I'm sure you got that part. Okay. Anyways, I didn't know anything about the Twin Towers and Building 7 too much until I'd done research recently, just in the last year and a half. And actually, extensively, I come up to my conclusion that that was 100% CIA and Bush. Alrighty. Naturally, we lost one ambassador. We're talking about Benghazi. And some of our best military people. And many of our citizens are also being killed on a regular basis. And it's like sacrificial lambs by this government. Now we're moving over where we're getting ready to create more wars overseas. This is a never-ending process, okay, until it is all over. So the New World Order is what they think is the New World Order. And let me repeat that again. What they think is the New World Order is not to be. Okay. To stand down the order, naturally, that was the clues. And then I got the codes from back when I was 19 years old in the United States Air Force. And the codes was actually developed by, John Kennedy, which ended up passing on, thanks to most probably our CIA back in those days. And actually, Dwight D. Eisenhower, he was very, very good helping John to realize the dangers of the presidency. So it's a shame that our country has gone this far. Now, they didn't kill Dwight, but they did kill John. And naturally, everything was set up, once again, CIA style. So, all right, let me move on from that. And after they both felt pressure from the elite and their own CIA, they became worried about the future of our United States. Now, the hidden codes for only the most trusted in our military back in those days. Most people these days might not even know these codes, but they were meant for a reason. The codes I'm about to use were meant for this year, 2013. And how in the hell would I know that? It's like I ain't psychic or anything, but here we go. And I even mentioned right here, I can't even explain this one. But mine was written in 1976 when I was 19 years old. All right. There were other codes for others because naturally that was created back in 1963. I was only 6 years old. What was that? My math is terrible. 7 years. Yeah, 6 going on 7 when those codes were written in 1963. But anyways, my guess is that all the rest of them are dead and gone. I mean, that's part of the game of a corrupt government, is you kill people off. I'm destined to be next. Okay. Anyways, I'm utilizing codes DEEO63, which is Dwight, Emergency Executive Order 1963. Also JEEO13, which is John, Emergency Executive Order 13, which is this year. The code words are simple, Ike and Fitz. If it makes a difference, the name I was given back when I was 19 was Early One. It's a simple name. And I was chosen for this. And here I am. I'm surprised I'm alive, but here we go. Anyways, after being passed down 50 years, there are only going to be a handful of you that can recognize these codes as positive. Maybe one. I recommend that you don't even reveal that you even know the codes, and just talk about them and spread it with other generals, because you guys are top brass right now. That's the only hope we got, and you guys are, believe it or not, are going to have a good time taking over this country and replacing it with a new nation. All right, here we go. After being passed down 50 years, I already got that part. And remember, This country was born by the determination of our generals, and now it must be reborn by the determination of our generals. Okay, let's see if I can move on down to here. Now the unification process begins. And it should take probably about 6 months unless you guys really get on the ball here, because I'd like to see you get on the ball and get this damn job knocked out as soon as possible. Okay, start spreading the word. Once you get 60% unification achieved, cease all activities abroad and bring your troops home. We're making a statement not only to our United States, we're making a statement to the rest of the world that we're going to fix this. We got a major problem here. We can fix this. And then we're going to show everybody, along with my plans here, we're going to show people across the whole country, all the world, the whole world. We're going to show them how to fix the problems that they have by fixing our problems first. We have to come back here first. We have to restructure and rename our new United States alliance. I'm not kidding. This is still a USA, but it's going to be the United States alliance. Okay, so we have to create this new nation, and the only way to do that is the old nation must die. So now, let's see. I got to point out, there will be no resistance. Let me back up just a hair. The 60%, once we achieve 60%, the other 40% will follow us back home. You know, sure, there's going to be controversy and everything about what's going on, but they will follow, and we will rebuild this nation properly. Now, everybody in this nation should just maintain their normal lives. It's not going to affect them a bit. This here is not going to be a battle. This is, as a matter of fact, it's going to be the easiest war ever won for taking over a nation, because there will be no resistance. Keep that in mind. Your incomes and retirements will remain the same. Actually better in the upcoming years, or in the coming years. Our trident leaders at sea, naturally, you guys got to hang out there for a while and try to make your own decisions. I can't help you there, but I don't trust this government to make your decisions for you. So we'll just try to do the best we can on this one. Okay, now let me explain. I was chosen for this in 1976. I'm also supposed to be a leader during these times. Actually, I'm lucky to be alive, and personally, I don't want this job. I mean, you can tell I don't even know exactly how to do it, but I know that I'm supposed to be here. So here we go. All right, utilizing these codes. Well, those codes, like I said, is if you want to utilize them, if anybody knows them. But utilizing these codes gives you the ones that followed orders and sacrificed many lives for your presidents, past and present, our trusted military, total control of this nation. You will have total control of this nation. I'm just here to help you out. Okay. Use your powers with global compassion and wisdom. I think Ike and John would be sad that their old government is dead, but also proud to see that their plan is creating this new nation. Anything pertaining to past government contracts like the UN, NATO, IFTA, NAFTA, any type of contracts are now null and void. A Council of Five will replace the president. There will be no Congress or lobbyists. Only taxpayers will have their voices heard. Again, there will be no resistance. Only military leaders with grandchildren that reside in our United States may hold a seat on the council. Rank will not rule in these positions. Vote among yourselves. Military personnel must replace all elected and chosen officials. Federal, state, county, and many cities. A three-man team on top of most positions. Rank will not rule on three-man teams. Absorb and restructure all federal agencies, NSA, CIA, ICE, etc. Three-man team on top of most positions. Restructure military law to include civilian courts, of yesterday will be the new military civilian courts of tomorrow. Try to simplify, yeah, I'm terrible on this. Try to simplify the language so most people can understand it. We got, a lot of diversity in our cultures now. So try to, help the language out a little bit here. Three-man team on top. Okay, keep in mind this is just framework. There's a lot of work ahead. The best part's coming right now, if I could get that up. Okay. The United States Alliance has a nice ring, the USA. Restructure our old Federal Reserve Bank, a three-man team on top. The name will change to United States Alliance Reserve, since the old government has been overtaken by you. Our new USA, the United States Alliance, is born debt-free. The globalists at this point in time are going to be cussing. I can tell you that much. We're born debt-free because this is a brand new government. All right. Again, there will be no resistance. What are they going to do? Come over here and beat us in the heads? I don't think so. Those people, like I said, they had some good strategies over the years, and I really, applaud them for being kind of smart. But the thing is, they can't win this battle because we're superior in all respects. And you guys are definitely superior in all respects. You have gave it all up for our United States of America. And now hopefully you'll give it all up for the United States Alliance. Here we go. Okay, we will continue the old fiat currency to maintain global stability and our current economy. A new currency will be made soon and backed by something worth more than gold and silver. But it's not for international use. I'll explain that one later, but you can figure it out. Use the new currency to purchase the old currency for national and international trading purposes. And by the way, I'm expecting the new currency to be worth at least 3 times what the old currency is in just 10 years, which, actually I expect more than 3 times, but I'm just using that. Okay, this transition should not affect U.S. citizens at all. You and your family should just enjoy this new beginning. I must say I'm very sorry for the pain our CIA and past presidents have caused our nation and many other nations. And I just hope my timing is right to implement these codes. And I think I'm a little bit late, but hopefully it works out. I got this gut feeling that our CIA is going to do something bad pretty soon. And this Syrian thing might just be the problem that we're going to have. I don't know what it's going to lead to, but I also expect something in our United States of America in order to disarm the American troops. Our American patriots, I should say. Okay, let's see what else I got here. Oh, yep, I was comparing it to the Twin Towers of Village 7, which everybody knows that was crooked and it was done by our government. So, alrighty, and they're going to create our own United States terrorists, and that's pretty much in the works already. If it ain't already 100% there, it's already in the works. Okay, the New World Order, and let me see how I got this written. Let me tell everybody on this earth, the New World Order is here. Our United States military is the most powerful entity on this planet, and soon to be even more powerful. Our corrupt CIA and past presidents have lied, drugged, raped, and robbed the taxpayers, and they think they have won. The Bilderberg Group, the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, Skull and Bones, etc. have no control over this new USA. And I must have drank too much beer then, but you could eat your gold and silver, you're not getting our land. That's my point being on this one. The stolen USA was $16 trillion in debt, but we are not in debt whatsoever. We're starting brand new, fresh. So, and as a matter of fact, any fiat money owed to any enemies of our old nation is also null and void. We ain't going to cover that. So, alright, we're debt-free and moving into our future regardless. A new constitution. Now, I like this one because we want to maintain what really built this country to begin with. But now everything's got to be restructured. So I want Ron and Rand Paul to recruit a team and base it upon our old constitution, but update it to fit these new times and this brand new government. Okay, then I got a little bit of something here about gun control. We all know that human labor jobs on this planet are becoming scarce. A new robotic world is replacing humans as I speak. We self-sufficient humans can live off the land with personal farms, posted gun communities, and hunting lodges in the woods away from the big cities. It is allowed. I'll say 50 cal ARs and AKs, keep them for personal protection against anything coming your way, but not in the big cities. The city's a little bit different there, and I do believe just in handguns there, so here we go. Only handguns are allowed. Get your permits or take your chances without a permit. 30% United States alliance tax. This here's a pretty neat idea, and I think mathematically we might have to tweak it, but it should work out pretty good for everybody. All right, I'm working on this one, and so far, thumbs up. Taxes to be paid on your raw and new product purchases. No taxes on used products, i.e. a used car, gun, etc. No income taxes on a person making under $100,000 per year. People and businesses and corporations over $100,000 profit per year will have to pay the 30% on the amount over the $100,000. And that's per person involved in a contract. So you got 4 people in the business together. So you have to make the first $400,000 goes to you. Everything above that gets charged 30% taxes. It's pretty simple. And your losses will carry over and deducted each year. So if you do have your losses, that should work out just fine too. Like I said, I'm just putting all this together. As I want to close up a lot of the loopholes. No more state taxes, no more county taxes, no more city taxes, no more property taxes. And I put on there, welcome to your United States alliance-controlled government. Simplified for your future. And it should be simplified. All this complexity, there's no reason for it. It's mainly for the lawyers, and just in case you guys didn't know that. Okay. Once we have a surplus of $1 trillion, my guess is 10 years. The alliance tax goes down. Your future offspring will be set for life, because naturally the taxes are going to keep on going down, and people's going to have more money. It's going to be a beautiful country, and hopefully a beautiful world, if everybody follows this plan. Okay, next I got some tools for the future. Now you guys try to work with this the best you can. Anyways, I got the Quality of Life Act, 2014. No more mistakes is what this in here is titled. Like I said, I'm not real good at this, but this is a humane tool to create a better quality of life for all. All male children under 5 years old and all male immigrants will be snipped with an option to reconnect only when they are financially able to financially able to have children. Okay, I forgot how I worded that. It's a very simple process with today's technology. Naturally, you could pay a fee if you think it wise for your son to stay connected. But this is the best protection against mistakes. Now, keep in mind, many girls don't want the boy, man. They just want the baby and everybody to pay for their existence. That's normal. Many of them, not all of them. Okay. Anyways, no more mistakes should almost stop abortions. It also allows young adults to build a future first. This will probably reduce the population by 50% in just 100 years. Mainly because most males will never reconnect. Also, in just 100 years, almost everyone will be living a quality life. And that's what it's all about. We got to not only save the planet, now we got to set up the future. So hopefully we get everything done. But I want a quality life for everybody. I hate seeing poverty. So let's think about quality life. Okay, mercifully put people of all ages to sleep if it looks like there's little chance of a quality life. Now, this sounds inhuman, but it is not. This creates a quality of life around a loved one, helping many to function better with other members of their family and their community once again. So keep that in mind. I know it's tough, but keep it in mind. And cleaning the streets of our new USA. It's a very sad thing knowing our CIA traffics drugs around the world, including our United States, the old United States of America. this new government will remedy that problem. Now I just want to get the drugs and the homeless off the streets by giving them what they want and let them live their remaining years in their own utopia. And let us utilize FEMA camps or old abandoned factories outside the cities, revamp them a little bit, and many of the people would be glad to even help, and which I'm sure they would. Allow free Obama phones, I like using that one, free food, free drugs, free tobacco, and alcohol to those that want them. And it's dirt cheap because we use confiscated drugs and outdated or just cheap alcohol and tobacco products. We will provide food and bedding, also provide help for those that are willing to accept help. All men that want to be blended in with the female population must be sterilized, and all must remain until they go through the rehab. This plan will reduce drug and alcohol related crimes tremendously. Also, we accept nonviolent crime people from our prisons. Let them come right on in there. Okay, cameras will be used for educational purposes to show school children this is you, only if you want it. And I think that's a very good educational tool. My point being is, this is a beautiful world. Let us just do a little bit of house cleaning. Early one, out.